Hey everyone, David C. Anderson from the KnifeCenter here, coming at you from Blade Show West 2023. We are here at the Work Tough table, and this is definitely not the third time we've started this intro. Rich, how are you, man?
Hey, David. Nice to see you here, David.
Nice to see you too, man. We've had some real cool Work Tough stuff come through recently. We're going to take a look at some stuff that's coming up in hopefully the near future, but something in the very near future. We should be dropping these, I think, later this week. At least at the point we're dropping this video, the Aries. Look at that bad boy. Rich, tell me a little bit about that knife right there.
So the Aries hemlock design. I know they did some changes on it. It's not as thick as it was on the prototype, but this, I think, from compared to the other ones, it's been really nicely modified to fit everybody's hands.
Dude, it's
not just the
a
big hands. Yeah.
beast of it. You described it earlier. It's a hand axe.
Yeah, it's a hand axe. When guys carry it, I go, doesn't that feel like a hand axe you're carrying right there?
I mean, it is something that wants to just eat through some wood for sure.
Definitely.
Whether you're chopping with it, whether you're splitting with it.
Angry beaver right there.
That'll work. So this is the choiled version. I know they're working on a no choil version, but the ones we're going to have at KnifeCenter are going to have the choil, if I'm remembering correctly. And I don't have the price point in front of me right now either, so I do apologize for that. But man, for a one-tool option, survival, get you out of any kind of scrape, you could do a lot worse than this.
You could do a lot worse, yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, it comes with Kydex sheath, and you're good to go. They're all Tuff Gear knives do come with the Kydex sheath, and it's all high quality, nicely formed.
Well, you guys always do a good job of having, like, you're taking care of the needs. Like there's the sheath, there's the attachment methods, and there's usually some other goodies in the package as well, which is always a fun thing. So yeah, look for those this week. Coming up soon, or a little later, here we go. New Zeke Minacho design. This is the Camp 12.
Camp 12, yes sir.
Look at that. 12-inch knife, no finger choil on this one either, so you can use
on that one.
all of that edge.
Nice Christmas present right there.
Indeed.
Yeah, so I usually carry the Camp 9 when I go camping, but I can't wait to get my hands on the Camp 12 for camping. But you can't go wrong. Bowler K340 still on these. Can't go wrong with that still.
It's going to hit hard for sure.
Definitely.
I love that one of my favorite features on a big chopper, folks, is that forward lanyard hole right there.
Yeah.
Very good for safety. You have your lanyard looped out this way. You come down the handle and go like that. So if you do lose your grip on the knife when you're swinging it hard, and you're going to be swinging this knife hard, it'll kind of hopefully just sit there with you. It's not going to go swinging around.
You're locked in.
Yeah, which is a really great thing. We've been real proud to be able to bring a lot of Zeke's designs to the KnifeCenter, and we're looking forward to having more of these as well. Here's the Camp 9, actually,
Camp
right?
9, yep.
So there you go, size comparison. You thought this was a big knife. It kind of is.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yes, sir.
There you go. All right, next up, great lines on this one. Tell me about this knife.
So it's your Warhammer, and a lot of guys were saying that that sweep is, and it has that point. It's not your full-on,
Like a drop
point.
instead?
Yeah, but it still has that point there, and reminiscent of the notch axe.
Yeah, for sure. I love the convex going on here as well. That's going to be some real cool geometry for throwing some wood chips for sure.
Yeah, and that's an SK85 steel blade there.
It's a little more nimble than the Camp 12 here.
Definitely.
I mean, it's got the ability to move with you, I think, a little bit.
Fine stuff with it, with that semi-choke, I would say. It's more semi.
Very comfortable handle, too. Check that out.
Yeah.
Swells in all the right places. It's great.
And it's new, too, with, I'm sure everybody's been seeing it. Vic's been getting a lot of the Work Tough here. We've been getting a lot of the different handle colors.
Yeah.
Which I'm liking a lot. I like that.
Well, what's great about it, I think, is it looks good, but it's also not it's not blingy.
Yeah, right.
But it still has a very distinct look.
Yeah.
Great working type of finish.
Definitely.
I'm really
liking that too.
That's the feel of that to me is what's selling it for me.
Agreed.
All right, next up, we just had the Atayal recently, which is right here, and they are coming out with a larger version. This one right here is another one where you guys saw it on the videos here on the channel. It moves. It's got a real nice nimble quality to it. Well, now we got a bigger one as well. There's the size.
It's your turkey carver. So if you guys get some in before, hopefully you get some in. Thanksgiving.
How big are your turkeys?
I know you got a big family. Unless oh, maybe if you know that if you have the the turduckins. There you go. Turducken. There you go.
You can go through all three in one slice
there you
with this. What's that? A 12-inch blade on that, or?
It looks like about 12 inch.
Well, so this is the Camp
that's
12.
a 12.
Let's
Let's see, compare. Yeah, about a 12.
Yeah, that's about a 12-inch blade.
Yeah,
My goodness.
There you go.
Man, if you're looking for like the manliest barbecue knife you've ever had.
There you go. Brisket cutter and.
What's the materials going to be on these?
This is SK85, and I know this is all G10 here.
Yep.
This is this design has gone from about a small knife like this,
Yeah.
your mid-sized one, and then of course a larger one, and then your XL.
You can't even call this the larger one.
Yeah,
anymore.
you can't really call it. XL is where it's at now.
Folks, if you're someone who has big hands, you're going to be able to hold on to this knife, I think.
definitely.
I mean,
Definitely.
I've got slightly larger than average hands, and look at how much real estate I've got on there. So you can choke up and do finer stuff with it if you need to. Choke back, slash with it better.
Slash it, yeah.
I bet you that would make a kind of a mean, heavy machete too.
Definitely. Take off some limbs and
Man,
tree limbs. Clear some brush.
I love big fixed blades.
Yes. And another thing too that Vic's also adding that texturing on the handle now,
Yeah. So
which
you
is
get
I'm
more.
liking as well.
Yeah.
Which is have that extra
And
grit.
it's not too sharp, I would say.
No,
Like
no.
if you're using it for like several hours, I would probably recommend wearing a pair of work gloves. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can modify yourself to put some.
oh yeah, sand it down a little
sand
bit
down a
if
little
you
bit. If
want
it's too
to.
much for you, but those are nice.
Yes, sir. And last but not least,
Everybody at the show today, everybody's picked that knife up first.
I mean, this is kind of the most monstrous knife on the table.
Definitely.
I mean, that's
Thickness.
more than a quarter-inch thick.
Definitely.
That's another 10-inch, 11-inch blade.
That's about 11 inch. Yeah.
Man,
It's blade heavy.
it's a bit of a heavy
It's
blade.
a chopper. Yeah, and another thing too, I like what they did with the handle. I'm a handle guy. I love handles. That texture with the burlap. There you go. The burlap.
Yeah.
It's nice. Get that in the lighting.
That feels really good.
Feels real good. And
Now that's
SK85
so that's
still.
the Mountain Man, which is the bigger version of this knife, which we had recently as well. Again, like you're just taking your greatest hits and scaling them up.
Right. Mountain Man.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, and SK85 still on this satin finish. Can't go wrong.
So that's a ton of knife. It's going to be a ton of knife for the money too. Like
Definitely.
the SK85 will help keep it down, price down a
Price
little
down,
bit
yeah, definitely.
compared to some of the other materials. Super tough, and I don't know if we'll get a good view of the edges on these,
Pristine.
but Work Tough's edges are awesome. They're convex, highly refined, pretty much a darn near mirror polish. And for chopping wood, that is going to be phenomenal. Just phenomenal.
Agreed.
Awesome. Anything else you want to add?
I mean, hopefully you guys get these in.
These would be cool. So my buddy
Joe?
Joe Flowers. Look at hang on. Where's the let's go for the contrast here. You know what though? This would make a great pair.
Definitely.
A great pair of wood
when you're in the
tools.
woods. Yeah, most definitely.
So this is the Ninjuko, right?
The Ninjuko. Yes.
Yeah. It's really sweet little Puko-esque design. Slightly smaller handle. It's kind of, I only get like 3 of my fingers on the main section and my pinky on the beak there. But when you stop thinking about the way it's actually holding there, it is compact and it
there.
holds really
Very
securely.
well.
And darn close to a zero grind on
Yeah.
it too.
Yeah. And
I gotta hold this one way closer, than the other ones.
yeah.
I hope we get some of these too. We'll talk to Joe.
Yeah.
We'll talk to Vic.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good stuff. Awesome. Well, Rich, hey man,
All right.
thank you
Yeah.
for
You're
taking the
welcome.
video
Yeah,
with us.
thank you,
you
David.
for sticking around here and watching these videos as well. Make sure to check out the rest of our Blade Show West coverage and keep your eyes peeled at the Knife Center later this week for the Aries and a little later, hopefully, for the rest of these models as well. Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you guys.